Yo, what is up guys, Joshua here, and today I'm gonna review Tekken Bloodline, the new anime show that came out on Netflix. So me and my dad watched it, I was excited for this, and I'm just gonna review it for you guys. And this review is gonna be cut up in some parts. First story and animation, then the characters, then the action and some minor cons I have, and then my final verdict from what I think about the show. So anyways, enough talking, let's start! So the story and animation. The story is the same as in Tekken 3, where the god of fight ogre comes and challenges fighters, like the first Kin, the Kin from the Tekken 1 and Tekken 2, and eventually kills him. He also goes after Junko-sama, the mother of Jinko-sama, and before she fights Ogre, she tells Jin to go out and search for Heihachi Mishima, his grandfather. And so that he can learn how to fight, how to beat Ogre, and he also has to participate in the King of Iron Fist tournament. Yeah, the tournament's called King of Iron Fist tournament, not Tekken, not like that Tekken live action movie, you just call the tournament Tekken for whatever reason. So yeah, that's the story, and Jin also wants to get revenge on Ogre for killing his mother. So that's the story, short summarized, and now the animation also. The animation is really good, I think it is pretty good. Is the masterpiece? No, but it looks really good. I think it looks really good. It also reminds me a bit of Kengan Ashura. The style really is very similar, but to me it looks similar. Anyways, that's the story short summarized. Now let's move on to the characters. So let's start off with our main character, Jin. Jeez, he's Jin, but he's very cool. I mean, he's calm, but he also just laughs. Whereas Jin in the game is very serious at times, especially in the later Tekken games. But you see him interacting with different characters like Hwoarang, Xiao Yu, and also Paul Phoenix a bit, and you see him just actually having great conversations with them. He also has a great friendship.
Spirit? You two are friends? No!
Rivalry with Hwoarang. And you see him just actually laughing, having fun, and it's really great to see. But you also see him being serious and powerful. And that's actually after Heihachi trained him, and it's really great to see. You also see how sad he is after his mother died, and you see how much he's driven to defeat Ogre. And it is really great. I might even say that this Jin is better than Jin in the games. I mean, just seeing him interacting with other characters, having fun at times, it is so amazing to see. And his voice actor is really good, his voice really suits him. Now, Heihachi Mishima. Damn, this guy is ruthless. This guy is ruthless, man. I mean, in the show, they showed you how he trains Jin, and damn, it is ruthless, man. As he said, he's gonna break him apart, then build him up again. He really did that in the show, man. I mean, he completely just does everything. He wrecks Jin completely. Well, in the training, actually. Believe me, you don't want to train with this guy. You don't even want to be family with him. You don't just want to look at him funny. And his voice is actually really good. I mean, they're speaking English, you can say it in Japanese, but I watched in English. And then my memories came back from that his voice actor from the Tekken game did die. Which is unfortunate, actually. But yeah, Heihachi in the anime is really good. I mean, it didn't change his personality, he's really ruthless. He's pretty evil, actually. So yeah, Heihachi, really good, really strong. And now let's move on to Hwoarang. So, I have a bit of history with this piece of shit. So, my first Tekken game was Tekken 5. My mom bought me Tekken 5 for PlayStation 2, man. Those memories, I miss those times. Tekken 5 was really great, I really loved it. So, I went through the arcade mode. I did the arcade mode. I went through it with King, because he looked badass. And then eventually, I was just wrecking everyone's shit. I never played Tekken in my life, except for Tekken 5. And then I got to Hwoarang, and this guy just kicked the shit out of me, like literally, he just kept kicking me. I was just like, dude, can you please stop kicking me, like every time? And he just started kicking me, and I just lost the match. And I just found, what the hell? I went so good, and then this guy comes in, and he just kicks me. It was really annoying, but then my hate for him just doubles down. My hate just went away. I mean, I learned how to play Tekken, I got good, and everything went well. So I eventually could just fight him and not have any more trouble. But his kicks are still annoying at times. Anyways, what was this video about again? Oh yeah, him in the show. Oh yeah, him in the show is so good. His voice is also good, man. I mean, his voice comes over very cocky, very bad boy attitude. It's really good. It fits Warren, and that's actually what most people will probably think Warren would sound like in English. And it's a really good voice acting, man. And him in the show is really great. His rivalry with Jin Kazama is amazing. His rivalry with Jin is probably the best thing out of the show. His rivalry is one of the best. You see them interact, you see them talking to each other like a normal person. And you see that Warren still wants to fight him. Because actually in Tekken 3, the game, before the tournament, Warren and Jin fought, but it was a draw. But in the show, Jin and Warren also fought, but Jin did win. And eventually they also fought in the tournament. But the thing is, that the only thing that did change from the game to the show is that in the show Jin won, and in the game it was a draw. But honestly, it's not a big con or something. I mean, I can live with it. In the tournament they also fight, and it was a damn good fight, man. and it is really good. Oh yeah, and about the fight, I'm just gonna talk about that fight for a bit. Jin and the Warren fought, and it was an amazing battle. And really, they were just having fun actually. And in the end, I was actually thinking Jin was about to kill a Warren, or at least it looked like he was about to kill Warren. And then he said winner buys beer. Shit, I just kind of misspoken there. And yeah, I said winner buys beer, and I was just like, wait a sec, did this guy really troll me? Because he really looked like he was about to kill Warren. I kind of feared for him, even though Warren fought it. I mean, he looked kind of scared actually. It looks like he was about to die. But anyway, so Warren is really great. His rivalry with Jin is amazing. I really love it, man. Now let's move on to Xiao Yu. She's actually Jin's love interest in the game. In the show, they have very good chemistry actually. They are just really great friends actually. Well, they're just friends for now, but maybe if Tekken Bloodline keeps going, they might develop a relationship. Really, her relationship with Jin is amazing, and also her fights are really good. And her personality isn't actually different from the game. She's just very lighthearted, and when she's around Jin can actually smile, and it's really good to see. She's just such a great character. Anyways, I'll talk about her fight scenes more when we move into the action. Yeah, I just gave her Warring a pass. Anyways, let's move on to Paul Phoenix. Okay, so Paul Phoenix, his personality is just amazing, man. I mean, these guys really know what they were doing with characters, because their personalities aren't that different actually. They also feel more lively actually to me. But Paul, man, Paul's personality is really great. He believes in himself. He thinks he's strong, or at least he has enough confidence. He's confident enough. Is charismatic enough, and in the fight scenes, well, he does have one fight scene, but two fight scenes, which is unfortunate, but still, he's a pretty good character actually. And don't worry, they didn't completely bury him. I mean, they kind of didn't dirty, kinda, but I'll talk about it more in the action scenes. But yeah, they didn't like bury him in Tekken games, like when in Tekken 5 he I think it was Tekken 5, and Tekken 5 he lost to Kuma. That's just a normal beer actually. So he just lost to Kuma, and then eventually just went downhill and became a complete joke. But don't worry, they didn't really do that here. Just don't worry, okay? But Paul overall, as a character, is great. As a fighter, he actually is really good. And even in the anime, they said, yeah man, Paul is extremely strong. Phoenix is strong because he was almost at the same level as Kazuya Mishima. Kazuya Mishima is definitely one of the strongest characters. And Kazuya is the father of Jin, but he isn't really in it. I mean, you only see him in flashbacks. That's the only thing you do. And you know what, let me just give a hard pass. Let me just talk about Kazuya for a bit. But Paul's amazing. Paul's great in the show. Let me talk about Kazuya for a bit. Even though I saw him in flashbacks, he is menacing. Whoever did his voice really brought up a menacing tone, man. I mean, when you hear Kazuya talk, man, he's menacing. And they also showed you a flashback of his Tekken 1 ending where he threw Heihachi off a cliff. And they also show his fight against Heihachi in Tekken 2. And man, I just saw a bit of that fight in Tekken 2, even though it was just recorded. It was amazing actually, it looked amazing. But I kind of want to see that fight actually. I kind of want to see the full fight animated like this. I mean, it's really good. Really good actually. Anyway, that was it for the characters. I cannot really say more about Kazuya because he was only in the flashbacks and on a recorded video actually. So yeah, I can't really say that much about Kazuya. But I hope that if they continue something like this, like Tekken Bloodline, I really hope to see Kazuya just in a full season because I really cannot wait to see him. I really cannot wait. I mean, he's my first favorite character in the Tekken franchise. So anyways, let's move on to the action scenes. Action scenes are great. They're very good, man. They're really good. I really like the fight, especially Jin vs. Warring was a great fight. Jin vs. Heihachi, amazing fight. Paul also fought King. And yeah, he did lose to King. Even look. Even though King is strong, he isn't on the same level as Paul. But at least he lost against another strong fighter, and not someone like Kuma who just got that beer. And yeah, it doesn't really bug me that much. And it was kind of needed also because Ken had to go to the final so that he can face Jin, who was also a great fight. And so that and also in the fight, Jin did one win from Ken, but he said, "You can have the prize money. I don't want anything to do with it. Build it our friends if you want it." And that was actually meant to complete Ken's arc. So please, leave my boy alone. Leave that guy alone. He's my second favorite character. I do like him. And even though I feel a bit bugged out about Paul losing, but still, he at least lost to a strong fighter. So yeah, the action scenes are very good. And also, Jin vs. Ogre was a great fight. Jin vs. True Ogre was amazing. Actually, Jin, Paul, Horan, and Xiao Yu were fighting against Ogre. That was a really great scene, man. The characters interacting with each other is amazing. And the action is awesome. It is awesome. And now we're also gonna go for the cons. I did some minor cons for this show. Like some fights are being skipped because apparently there were more characters in it than in the Tekken 3 game, because they also had some characters from Tekken 5 in it. Tekken 5 and one from Tekken 7. The one from Tekken 7 was Leroy. His first debut was really in Tekken 7, he was never in Tekken 3. But he still felt, yeah, he didn't feel like he didn't feel out of place or something. And then we also have characters like Craig Marduk. I actually did expect to see him. And we also have Yoshimitsu. And I thought, okay, Yoshimitsu was in this game. And I was really happy actually. But Craig Marduk is from Tekken 5. And we also have Feng Wei, who's from Tekken 5 also. But I thought, okay, nice, I can live with it. But the thing is, they don't have much character or even action scenes, which is unfortunate. Because Tekken Bloodline is a show with 6 episodes, and all of them are like over 20 minutes max. But unfortunately, I had to skip over fights because apparently Yoshimitsu fought Anna Williams and Anna Williams defeated him. But I'm like, how did Yoshimitsu lose to Anna Williams? I mean, she's strong, but Yoshimitsu is like something else. Then listen, Yoshimitsu players and people fought against Yoshimitsu, you guys knew what I'm talking about. Yoshimitsu is something different. I mean, just look at it, man. I mean, you just have to see his gameplay, and man, it's just weird. Just look at this. Anyways, Craig also had a fight. I mean, Marduk had a fight against King, and that was also skipped over. And I just thought, man, I would have actually loved to see King versus Marduk, but Marduk losing to King isn't like something new. I mean, King and Marduk did fight each other in Tekken 4 and Tekken 5. Marduk lost against King twice. So actually, that isn't much of an issue. It's just that I didn't get to see the fight. I really wanted to see how they would fight, man. I mean, seeing Marduk never was a surprise. He made his first debut in Tekken 4, but unfortunately, you cannot get everything. So yeah, I'm kind of bugged out by that. It's kind of just dragged me down. And so some fights were just a bit too quick, and some fight scenes I just thought were good, but I wanted to see more, man. I mean, the fight scenes are just so extremely good. But I have one big con, one very major one. So Ogre has another form where you beat him in the Tekken 3 arcade mode, and it's called True Ogre. It just transforms into a monster that no one can truly love. And he can also spit fire. He does it in the intro, but he doesn't do that in the show. Why doesn't he spit fire? That's the biggest con. He just has to spit fire. Just spit fire, bro. He didn't spit fire in the show, or did I miss it? No, I don't think I missed it actually. No, I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it. No. But anyway, those are my cons. Overall, I think the pros outweigh the cons actually. Also, one thing I've noticed from the action scenes is that they've incorporated moves from the games into the show, and it's really amazing. Just look at it.
Your ancestry completely.
Man, I love those details, man. You can tell that the writers were probably people who were associated with Tekken, and also the moves look very identical to the games. And I mean, just Tekken fans will just love this. I think the show was specifically made for Tekken fans. Yeah, maybe actually, because Tekken fans will notice these details. It's really amazing, and I love it. So let's move on to my final verdict. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna say it right up front. I think the show is good. And I was kind of worried for the show actually, because while I was being excited, I thought, but what if it's too short? What if they're gonna give us like 5 episodes? And eventually they did give us 6 episodes, but I was expecting them to give us like 10 episodes or 12, at least 10 episodes. I mean, 10 episodes would have been great, but when I started time, I thought, okay, maybe they can do something with this time. And eventually I enjoyed myself actually. I mean, it isn't like a masterpiece or something. It isn't a masterpiece, but it's still pretty good actually. I did enjoy it. Me and my dad both enjoyed it. So overall, I'm gonna say that this show feels like Tekken. It is Tekken, unlike a certain live action movie. So anyways, my final verdict for Tekken Bloodline is a 7.5 out of 10. I'm just gonna go 7.5. It's a good show. And believe me, you will enjoy it. I can recommend it to people. I can recommend it to people who like anime, and martial arts, who like anime, MMA. And I can really recommend it to Tekken fans. This is definitely doing the Tekken story some justice actually. If only it were a bit longer, they can maybe expand on some characters, give us more fight scenes. That would have been amazing. Like the Crack versus King fight actually. The Crack versus King fight would have been pretty great actually. I mean, Marduk versus King. I'm still gonna talk that by that. But overall, this show is really good. I would recommend it to people. Well, it isn't a masterpiece, but it's a good time. Me and my dad both enjoyed it. I even said to my father, yeah, this is more Tekken, because it actually had the storyline. Tekken Bloodline had the storyline correct. It really had the storyline like the Devil Gene. Devil Gene, it had a tournament right, it had a tournament name right. Then it is called the King of Iron Fist tournament instead of Tekken. So yeah, this show definitely feels like Tekken. If you want to know something about Tekken or these a better Tekken lore, this is definitely the show you can watch. I can definitely recommend it. It's a good show. Just decent, not a masterpiece, just decent. Anyways, that was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to watch it if you feel interested in it. It's really good. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.